We now determine the value of k such that the area of this region bounded by the curve x equal to y squared and the line x equal to k equals 36 square units. So here I have drawn the diagram of the region bounded by the curve x equal to y squared and x equal to k. Basically, the region with the blue striped lines is the complete area that is given as 36 square units. And we can determine this complete area by just calculating the area of this region just above the x-axis. This is x-axis and y-axis. So we just have to calculate the area of this region only and multiply by 2 because down below that we have the same symmetrical area since the curve x equal to y squared is symmetrical above the x-axis. So therefore we can write the area formula, and this area is equals integral from x equal to 0, the lower limit of x is 0 and the upper limit of x is k, and then y dx. So we have to put y dx. We find y using this equation, that is y squared equals x. So this implies y equals root x. Let's put that here. We have given that area equals 36, so I replace area by 36, and this equals x equal to 0 to x equal to k. We have y equals root x, so basically we have to integrate root x and apply the limit from 0 to k. So we have the equation 36 equals, we can rewrite root x as x raised to the power of 1 by 2. So let me put here x raised to the power of 1 by 2 dx, and this is from 0 to k. Now we apply the power property of x power of the x power n. So when we integrate this, we get x raised to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1. So therefore, we get the integral of x power 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 plus 1 over 1 by 2 plus 1. And this has to be evaluated from 0 to k. Let me rearrange and write this. So I can write this as x power 1 by 2 plus 1 is x power 3 by 2. And then this is divided by 3 by 2. And this has to be evaluated from 0 to k. And this equals 32. I'm sorry, it is 36. I just rearrange the above equation. Now let's apply the limit. So this is 2/3 because we have 3 by 2 in the denominator, which is equal to multiplying by 2/3. And then k power 3 by 2 when we apply the upper limit, minus 0 power 3 by 2 when we apply the lower limit. And this equals 36. So this is 0. So we have 2/3 k power 3 by 2 equals 36. Therefore, we say that k power 3 by 2, and this equals, we multiply by 3 and divide by 2. So 36 times multiply by 3 and divide by 2. This equals, this goes 18 times, and this equals 18 times 3 is 54. So k power 3 by 2 equals 54, and this implies we have to raise both sides by 2/3. So we have k raised to the power of 3 by 2. This has to be raised to the power of 2/3 equals 54 raised to the power of 2/3. So here these two will get cancelled. 3 by 2 multiplied with 2 by 3 is 1. So we get k power 1 or k equals 54 raised to the power of 2/3. Okay, I just observed that I forgot to put a 2 here because this area is basically the twice of this area since it is symmetrical about the y-axis. So we have to put 2 in front here. So I put 2 here, and this has to be 2. So let's say that we multiply by 2, and so this will be multiplied by 2. So here maybe we can redo from here. I'm going to redo from here. So this equals k raised to the power of 3 by 2 equals this is 36 times. This is basically 4 thirds. So we multiply by 3 fourths, and this equals I can cancel this by 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So we have the equation k raised to the power of 3 by 2 equals 27. Now we raise k to the both sides, we raise it to the power of 2 thirds, and this also 27 raised to the power of 2 thirds. So these two powers will get cancelled. We get k, and this equals 27 raised to the power of 2 thirds. I can rewrite this as 27 raised to the power of 1 third, and once again raised to the power of 2. 27 raised to the power of 1 third. This equals cube root of 27. And so this equals cube root of 27 is 3. So we get k equals, I replace 3 here. It becomes 3 square, which equals 9. So we determine the value of k equals 9. And this means answer choice B is correct. Let's do part B. Here we are given that the area of the region below the x-axis is represented by this integral. So first, let's define this integral with the corresponding limits. And this is the area of the region which we have to calculate below the x-axis. And the limit is from 0 to k. So we rewrite this as 0 to k. And f of x we replace by this a curve equation. So this is basically y equals negative of root x, because since it is below the x-axis, the equation for y equals negative root x. So this is negative root x dx. So we have written this integral in this form, and this means we identify a from this integral, that is a equals 0, b is the upper limit which is k, and then f of x equals negative of root x. So let's find this a plus b, which is 0 plus b is k, plus we have to determine f of 4. So let's find f of 4 using f of x, and this equals negative of root 4, and this equals negative 2. So f of 4 is negative 2. We put negative 2 here, and so this gives k minus 2. So this is the value of a plus b plus f of 4. And this means answer choice C is correct.